Hey guys, so yeah, I normally don't start out my flavor and fiction episodes from my car. However, when I get home tonight, because I left work late, when I get home tonight, I just want to cook and eat because I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get you started from my vehicle. The book that I chose this time was The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's a TV show now that I heard was really good, so I want to check it out. And it was for the category of historical fiction. And the meal that I'm going to be making today is hibachi steak lettuce wraps. When I tell you that hibachi is my favorite food, what, it's not a food? Yes, it is. Hibachi is my favorite. And so I'm excited to be making this. So thanks for tuning in for another episode of Flavor and Fiction. So I'm not gonna, spoil anything. But really the book is about like when a coup takes over the government and completely changes the way people live. And one of the main changes is the roles of women. And they claim that they have kidnapped women and taken away their jobs and done all this for their protection because, women are raped and treated poorly and all this stuff. So now they're going to keep them as like kept creatures and strip away their freedom, but that should take away any of the pain that they had to go through. That's like the thinking behind it. So the main character is someone who is renamed of Fred because the women are now given the names of men. If you're of Glenn, that means you belong to Glenn. If you're of Fred, you belong to Fred. So of Fred actually started off as a woman who was, she had an affair with a married man. This is like in a previous, life before they changed the way of life. She had a baby with him. He left his wife and they were gonna run away together. But they were captured, and because he was divorced, which was like, a bad thing, they weren't allowed to stay together. So after she was captured, she didn't see her husband or daughter again. Like this is like where the book starts. It's considered an honor to be a handmaid because you're assigned to these elite couples who have trouble conceiving. And it's your job to conceive a child for them. So even though it's considered an honor, you're forced into it. So Alfred is at the training camp for the handmaids, and then she finally is assigned to a couple. And once you give birth, you're supposed to have like an easy life after that because it's such like a prestigious, thing. So on one hand, she wants to because she wants her life to be better, but on the other hand, she wants to resist and to fight and to find a way out back to her daughter and back to her old life, even though she knows that the old life may not exist anymore. She doesn't know what's outside the walls. So the reason that we are making steak today is because she kept dreaming about like all the food that she used to have and couldn't have anymore, all the luxuries. And steak was one of the things, like when they served steak, it was kind of like this rubbery, it wasn't like real steak. So she was like craving a piece of steak. So we're making this steak for the handmaid today. All in all, I think this book is supposed to make you think about free choice, how women are treated in society. We have people that want to tell women what they can and can't do with their bodies, their reproductive rights and everything, and it really it hits close to home. So I recommend this book. Okay, so I'm back home. I'm ready to start cooking. First, I'm gonna pin my hair back because I don't like to have my hair all out around food and stuff. So I'm gonna do that and make this food, and then my sister and my brother-in-law are gonna come over and taste test the food. You've seen them before, Michelle and Chris. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is just heat up some oil in this pan, let it get nice and hot. Okay, so looks hot enough. Now the recipe says to use a 16-ounce steak for 3 people. I decided to cheat a little and not really get a full steak. But rather Also, you're gonna season with a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. You don't want to overdo it. You have to. I drained the oil because it was too much in there, and you're supposed to add a little butter. Smells good. And then you're supposed to add a teaspoon of soy sauce. I got Kikkoman low sodium soy sauce. So let's I just don't know if that's gonna cut it. Let's just do one more. You know, because it's just like a little bit more steak than I think. Yeah. Oop, there we go. It's more steak than the recipe called for, I think. So we're just gonna let this. Ooh, it smells so good. I'm excited. Now the recipe says to cook it, you know, to medium rare, but you know what? I can't do that. I'm not about that life. So we're gonna make mine medium well. And then I'm gonna call my sister to come over here, because pretty much when the meat's done, you know, I got the rice in a bag. Who are you to judge me? So that'll just go in the microwave. So I'm excited. Dinner's almost ready. Yes. Okay, so here we have our steak, our lettuce wraps, our rice in a bag. You're supposed to use, what is this, wild rice, and some sriracha mayo. And my sister's here. Chris didn't come. I lied and told them Chris was coming.
Oh, well, he might.
So we're going to try it together. We're getting crazy. Okay. Here we go.
All right.
So grab a lettuce wrap.
This one. Oh, this is a heavy one. Is this two?
It could be. Scoop out some rice. So this is what it looks like. It's supposed to be a little bit prettier, but let's see if it at least tastes good.
Okay.
Here we cheers. Cheers.
That's chewy.
I'll probably tell you make the steak medium rare.
The sriracha definitely has a kick to it. Well, it says bold, hot, and spicy. Zest and zing.
For the first few bites, all I tasted was lettuce.
Yeah, I peeled mine back so I could get more meat.
Yeah. But yeah, that sriracha mayo is good. Mm-hmm. I don't like the smell of wild rice. Very earthy. Well, fun.
I like it with this rice. I think it's good.
Okay. I think I can stop filming now. So all in all, 2-ish thumbs up for the Handmaid's Tale and hibachi steak lettuce wraps. Until next time. Really?